It's May. It's that time of the year already where students are graduating high school and all that. So to those who are still a little bit lost, I like to provide some information on what it was like because I've had that experience. Essentially not to guide you, but more to give you a little bit of a better idea of what it's like in these two environments. But to those of you who haven't been caught up, after my freshman year at college, I decided to take the decision to take a year off. See what it's like in the real world. So I moved to a different city, saw what it was like to work on your own and living on your own, and I came back to go back to school. And I'm making this video. College. It is considered the easier and more comfortable pick because that college and education has been around for so long and it has been a working option for a very long time. And yes, it works because college is the type of environment where everything is controlled. Everything is practically spoon-fed to you. When I say controlled, I mean that they provide you with classes, housing, people too. All you gotta do is just take up on it and give them your money, you know? Not only that, but it's also a very social environment. But what's good about this is that you'll be surrounded with very like-minded people. Everybody there wants the degrees, the high-paying jobs, and the people. That's why this type of environment allows you to network very easily. But of course, we all know that college is an invest-first type of option. As much as they're trying to milk money out of us, that's kind of just how the business side works when it comes to institutions like education. They gotta make their dough somewhere to keep all their programs up. And when you really consider everything, college is definitely the more easier and more comfortable pick for you. Now, if you're one of those people that don't want to go into school and just kick the books, no, college is actually fine too. The number one thing that the decision of not going to college has is the freedom that you have. Because you're not investing into anything, you practically start out with zero, and that allows you to branch out to different options, gain skills on your own, and take a real full dive on what you really want to explore. However, freedom is also your biggest enemy. I made a video a while ago talking about freedom as a double-edged sword, so you should go ahead and check that out. Not only do you have free control of your people, your environment, and rules, but you also need the responsibility and self-accountability to keep up with your people, your environment, and your rules. So yeah, you could start your life with getting a simple job, getting to know how that labor works and how you're getting paid. But where from there? Now you have to take it upon yourself to really create that image for you, to really chase something, you know? That's why a lot of people, sometimes they just stick with the job. They get used to working a lot and that's all they know. So if you want to pursue something a lot bigger than just getting a simple job, you need to be very testimonial in learning how to use quite literally everything as a resource to progress. In my little journey, there were a couple things that I learned that I wish I had learned a long time ago. But no, college is not the best and only answer to approach your life. College is that type of environment where you need to know what you want already. They only give you the blueprint. So oftentimes I see people in college talking about changing their majors quite often, and they're just wasting a lot of money and time, you know, just for chasing nothing. Not only that, but your decision or consideration of going to college comes from peer pressure. Like I said, your parents, other teachers, other adults, that's the shit that they want from you. So if you don't want it, or if you're not really gung-ho about going to college, don't take it. Number two, if you're not in school, the only currency you should ever think about is time. You don't have to worry about time in college because they give everything for you and they give you the deadline, so you are forced to work at that pace. Having that freedom doesn't give you that. You have to set your own rules. Both polar opposites, resting and just working hard, is a very easy trap to get into. I'm very confident that a lot of people have realized how lost they really are when they're just slaving away or they're resting too much. You know that term, work smarter, not harder? It's true, because no, I don't want to slave away 12 hours a day, nor do I want to sit on my ass 12 hours a day. And that's why a lot of people consider this option to be a lot more high risk, high reward. I forgot to include this, but my third point is just don't listen to anybody. You don't want to fall into peer pressure and then end up making a mistake that's gonna cost you. Also, the last thing I learned is that the military is your best Plan Z option. Personally, I'm not taking it because I know what I want already, but the military does provide you a new purpose along with some benefits, and it's also a good benefit to go to school because they pay for that shit too. And best of all, you get a sexy ass body that comes with it because of all that training that you do. So who knows, that might be a pretty good option for you too. Try it. Don't knock yourself out. As different as they are from each other, they still serve the same purpose. Because in the end, you're just finding a purpose for your life. No option is different from the other, but it has enough differences to tailor to different people. And that's the part you need to identify yourself in, because you do not want to make the mistake of going into the wrong option. Especially with college, the amount of peer pressure that you get is abnormal to the point where it's normal, when it shouldn't have to be that way. So Christian, you left college to explore the life of freedom. Why did you go back? I came back to college with the basic understanding that I'm going to do more than just making videos. I think I'm the type of person who likes to take risks, but I at least want to have something sustaining, to lean on before I can start making these types of decisions. And that's the case for a lot of people. And in my opinion, it's not really that bad of a decision at all. Not everybody can be gung-ho about their dreams and just go all in and just risk all of that. So now that I'm going back, what am I choosing? I want to make sure that I'm taking something that I'm not going to waste my time on, right? So what better idea than to just learn a skill and trade? Carpentry was what I chose. I wanted electrician in the beginning, but everybody took all that shit, so carpentry was the next best option. The job is very secure. There's potential in anything with carpentry, and the career translates well into real life. So if anything happens to my own house, I can just fix that shit right up, In the meantime, I'm just gonna be working on my videos and see where that translates in these 2 years. So in summary, choosing between college versus no college is just choosing between education and practice in the end. Because you'll be working anyway. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know how you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.